People, it's hump day, it's Wednesday, it's 7 a.m. where I am, and we are live. All you need today is yourself. You don't even need a chair or a kettlebell. It's just you, some floor space, and then true grit. So we're going to be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and I'm just going to mute myself on the screen behind. 1 second. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be focusing on the body as a whole with some core work in between. So we want to get yourself ready, get yourself set, get into position, and then we will get set once everyone's online, and we'll give it talks. All right, so when you come online, guys, I've got the chat window behind me behind you open. So if you have any problems or any questions, just throw them up on the screen, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. And if I can't find the answer, I will make up a convincing lie. That's a lie, or is it? All right, guys, give yourself a few more seconds. Let a few more people come online. Say hello when you come online, and we will get cracking now in a few seconds. So for those of you who just came on, you don't need any equipment today except yourself. Bit of floor space, that's it. We're going to be working you as a whole body weight. All right, it'll be high tempo. No need for a kettlebell, dumbbell, chair, anything like that. We're going to be getting the full body in, focusing primarily on the lower body and abs today. So again, any problems, any questions, you just want to say hello, throw it in the chat. I'll see it on the screen just behind you. All right. Okay, guys, let's get into this. So we're going to go feet shoulder width. We're going to go into Russian baby makers to start. So we're going to drop our hips into a squat. So we stick our butt out like we're shutting a door. Sit the butt right down. Push the knees out with the elbows and hook the fingers under the toes. So we're using the purchase under the toes to allow ourselves to sit down into the world's greatest squat. Then we're going to raise those hips up nice and high whilst keeping those fingers. And then pull ourselves down into 3 seconds, hips low. Full contact with the soles of the feet on the floor. So we're going 3 high. Don't freak out if you do 4. And then 3 low. And we're slowly mobilizing the ankles, the knees, the hips, and all the muscles in between. Excellent work. So from here, we're now going to stand up. And we're going to go into forward lunge. So feet hip width, big stride, drop your knee to the floor, squeeze your abs, push off the full foot in front, and come back up tall. And we want to lunge like we got a football in between our feet at all times. So lunge like you're on train tracks is the analogy. We don't lunge like we're on a tightrope. So take your time. This is still the warm-up. It's all about mobilizing joints. It's all about bringing everything up to speed, getting the blood flowing around the body, getting the cardio system ticking over, flushing lactic acid out from previous workouts, carbon dioxide out from previous workouts, and getting everything ready to get into a training session. Okay, so from there, we're now going to go on to our backs. We're going to go into bridging. So our knees are bent, our heels are on the floor. We're driving from the heels, get the hips as high as possible. Feel the hamstrings on the way up and down, and the glutes squeezed at the top. So we're going both feet at the same time. In a couple of seconds, we're going to take 1 foot off the floor. Okay, so let's take 1 foot off the floor. We're only using 1 foot on the floor to drive those hips up. Really exaggerate getting them up as high as possible. Get those glutes working. And let's change feet. Nice work. And let's change again. So we're going to be working for 20 seconds. You then earn yourself a 10-second breather, change legs. So after the 20 seconds of work, get as much air in as you can over the 10 seconds. But try and stick rigidly to the timing. Don't shave a second off towards the end of the 20 seconds and then add a few extra seconds onto the rest. Otherwise, you're not going to get your heart rate high enough. So try and stick rigidly to the timing. 20 on, 10 off. Okay, so from there, we're now going to stretch our arms out crucifix. And we're going to do cross-body kicks. Raise your leg up across the body. Keep the shoulder blades on the floor. Bring it up and back down and change legs. Leg up, leg across, leg back, leg down. And we're taking our time. We're exaggerating the range of movement. We're keeping our shoulder blades on the floor. And you're going to get a twist on the spine. That's the whole idea. But we only go as low towards the floor with our foot as our shoulder blades will allow. Shoulder blades must stay in contact with the floor. That's the primary focus. Nice work. Now on all fours, 2 hands, 2 knees. And we're going to reach out to the right hand side. We're going to thread that right arm under the chest and out underneath the body, out the other side. And then we're going to bring it back out. Big rotation up towards the sky. And then down, under, out the other side. Big rotation up, out the other right hand side. Down, under, thread the needle through. So we're trying to twist as much as we can on the spine. Excellent work. Okay, let's change sides. Reaching out to the left, down under the body, pass out towards the right. And twist that spine as much as we can. Excellent work. Turn that shoulder up towards the sky. You might get a few clicks and cracks, that's all right. Okay, and then back up onto our feet. And we're going to go into lunges just to bookend this warm-up and start getting that blood moving a little bit quicker. Excellent work. Okay, so the first 2 exercises we're going to go through today. First 20 seconds is going to be filled with squats, bodyweight squats, dropping those hips all the way to the floor. Obviously not all the way to the floor, towards the floor till you get parallel or below. And then we're going to go into toe tap push-ups. So again, 20 on, 10 off. So get yourself set, have your water nearby. Keep it close because those 10 seconds are going to go quicker than you expect. And we're kicking off with squats in 10 seconds. Pushing hard now, guys. 5 seconds. We're going into our squats. 4, 3, feet shoulder width. 2, 1, let's squat. So we're looking for a high tempo, guys. Don't be afraid to use the arms out in front as your balance. Keep the knees pushed out to the side. Keep the soles of the feet in contact with the floor. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake it out. We're going down onto the floor. It's going to be a push-up, chest to floor. And then reach under, touch your toe when you're back up at the top of the push-up. And let's go. Chest to floor. Reach under, hit that toe. Chest to floor. Reach under, hit that toe. If you need to use your knees for the push-up, that's fine. Try and stay in the plank position for the toe tap. And it's very important that we squeeze our abs and maintain full contact with the palm. And rest. Whew. All right. 2 little intro exercises. 5 seconds, we're back to squats. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm keeping my knees out the same width as my feet. My toes are pointed out slightly. My knees are pointed out slightly. I'm dropping through the hips. And I'm using the whole foot to push myself back up. 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew. Shake it out. Okay, we're going into our push-ups, toe taps in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're trying to keep that tempo up. Squeeze the abs. Find that rhythm. Full range of movement is key. If we don't go full range of movement, we don't utilize the full muscle and the full calorie burn. And rest. Up we get. We're over halfway. Breathe. Squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's drop. So I'm starting to feel that on my quads, fronts of the thighs. The breathing is getting heavier, but I'm focusing on my technique because technique always beats tempo. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo. Okay, we're into our third set of toe tap push-ups. Hit the deck in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's chest on floor. Reach under, hit that toe. If you can't reach the toe, reach for the knee. If you can't reach the knee, reach the hip. And like I said, technique always beats tempo. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up we get. Last set of squats. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's drop. That's starting to burn the quads. So the next time we're up, it's going to be split squat. So you're going to be in a lunge position, dropping your knee all the way to the floor. 3, 2, 1, rest. Down we get, last set of toe tap push-ups. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Chest on floor between the thumbs. Squeeze your abs. Push away through the palms of the hand. Reach under, hit your toe. Woo! Okay, I'm definitely warm now. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up we get. Okay, feet hip width. 1 step forward, 1 step back. That back knee hits the button on the floor. Let's go. So I'm dropping straight down, hitting that button with my knee, and it's my front foot which is pushing fully into the floor to get me back up. I'm not leaning forward, puppet on a string, snip, drop. 3, 2, 1. Hit the deck on your bum. Russian twists. Keep the heels light on the floor. Lean back. 3, 2, 1. Full rotation over. Full rotation back. We twist through the shoulders. We don't just throw the arms left and right like you're paddling a boat. We rotate like we're looking over our shoulder whilst leaning back. 3, 2, 1, up. I've now got my left foot in front. I'm going into my... Drop the back knee to the floor. 2, 1, let's go. Woo! It's all about that front foot being fully in contact with the floor. Oh man, legs burning already. Feeling up towards the glute. That's the butt cheek. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the deck, Russian twist, part 2. Each exercise you'll have completed 4 times today. Lean back, heels on the floor, abs tight. Let's rotate. So remember, you can scale every exercise you do. Rule number 1 of scaling is to reduce or remove the weight that you're using. If you're not using an external weight, you're the weight. Rest. How do you reduce your weight? Well, you put your hand on a wall or on a chair in order to support yourself. Okay, let's go. Right foot in front. Let's drop. If you need to, change your position so you're not lifting as much of your body weight. So for example, on the Russian twist, don't lean back so far. Or hook your feet under a couch or a chair in order to give yourself a little bit of support. So that's rule number 1 on scaling. And rest. Rule number 2 on scaling is introduce a support structure, i.e. wall, chair, or a broom handle. Lean back, Russian twist, let's go. And then rule number 3 is to reduce your range of movement. So for example, you wouldn't drop so low in a squat. So just to recap, 1, reduce the weight. If that doesn't fix it, introduce a support. If that doesn't fix it, reduce your range of movement. Rest, up, here we go. Up. This is our 4th on split squat. So it'll be the same position, but then hit the deck. Last set of Russian twists. Sit down, heels light on the floor. Lean back, abs tight, and we rotate. Let's go. Woo! So this is our last set of Russian twists. At the end of this set, we're going to get up. We've got our usual 10 seconds, and we're going to go into rear lunges. So it's very similar to the split squat we were just doing, except you're standing tall in between each set rep. Lunge like we're on train tracks. Woo! Up. Okay. Set yourself up with a bit of room behind you. Feet are hip width. We're going to kick that leg back and drop the knee. Let's go. kick back, drop, up, change, kick back, drop, up, change. Once you got the technique, let's get that tempo. Your feet don't have to jump off the floor like I'm doing. You can step it out, but keep the tempo at a high. In 3 seconds, we're into the high plank and rest. 2 hands on the floor in the top of a push-up position, knees off the floor, shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right to left, left to right. So we're holding that high plank. You use the whole palm of your hand in order to maintain contact with the floor. We squeeze our abs so the hips don't swing when we're lifting our hand to our opposite shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Up. Rear lunge. Keep the tempo high. Get your feet hip width. 3, 2, 1. Kick back, drop knee, change. Once you got the range of movement, then we dial in the tempo. If the tempo leads to a breakdown in your technique, we slow down the tempo. We bring that technique back in line, and then we go from there again. 5 seconds. Woo! And rest. Back to the high plank. Number 2. Shoulder taps. 5 seconds. 4, 3, hands on. 2, high plank. 1, let's go. So the key here is squeezing the abs. If you're struggling, drop your knees very lightly to the floor. But that doesn't mean the head comes back behind the hands. It stays out in front of the hands. And rest. Woo. With the high plank, the more of your palm that's in contact, the better you are, the more stable you are. Okay, rear lunges. Let's go. Number 3 of 4 on rear lunges. Full range of movement, please. That means knee as close to the floor as you can get it. Have a chair in front if necessary to support you. There's a level of scaling we were talking about. Rest. Woo. Number 3 on shoulder taps. 5 seconds, hit the deck. Full hand in contact. Let's go. Squeeze those abs tight. You'll make sure that you're able to let your hands fly. Woo! 7 seconds. And we're up into our last set of rear lunge. Oh. And rest. Up. Last set of rear lunge. Legs are feeling it. 3, 2, hip width. 1. Let's go. Kick back, drop, change, drop, change. Keep the upper body upright. Keep the breathing going. Focus on the technique. Next time around, this is going to be changed to drop squat. Woo, wobbly feet. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Rest. High plank. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're going to go into drop squat next. So that's standing tall, feet together, and then imagine a trapdoor opens underneath you, and you're going to drop into a squat to catch the side of that gap that you're dropping into. Stand tall, feet together, and drop. And up we get. Okay. After that, side plank raises. 5 seconds, feet together. Split the feet wide, drop. Let's go. Feet wide, drop into the gap. Up, feet together. Wide, drop. Up together, wide, drop. Keep the whole foot in contact with the floor. You're dropping the hips. Don't worry about bending through the knees. You worry about dropping through the hips, the knees will follow. And rest. Down, side plank. If you need help, top foot in front. We're going to go raises. Let's go. Up and down with the hips. So a point to concentrate on is keeping the chin off the chest. That allows us to push the hips forward and stay out of that piked position where the butt is at the back. We don't want that. We want to keep the focus on the right side and rest. Woo! Up we get. Round 2 on drop squat. Stand tall, feet together. 3, 2, 1. split and drop, together, split and drop, together. Woo! 15 seconds. This is your last 2 exercises. Focus on the whole foot, just like the push-ups, staying in contact with the floor. 3, 2, 1, rest. Side plank, left side down. If you need help, get that top foot in front, chin off chest, hips are going to the sky. Let's go. And I'm focusing on that underside, the love handle area, contracting to raise my hips as high as possible and control the descent to the floor. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Up. Woo! All right, we got 20 seconds left. Stand tall, feet together. And split and drop. Let's go. It's your second last set of drop squats. Keep moving. Keep the feet wide. Keep the knees out. Use the whole foot. Keep the heels down. You got 50 bucks under each heel. Don't let it blow away. 3, 2, 1, rest. Right elbow on the floor. Side plank raise. The heart rate's high now. And let's go. Woo! This is number 3. It's your second last set of side plank raises. After this, we're going into our last set of drop squats. And then we're going to finish on the left side on this side plank. And rest. Up. Stand tall, feet together. Fit by 15. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Home stretch. Fit by 15. Why? Because you get fit by doing 15 minutes every day. That's all. Mobility, power, core, strength, endurance, all of the above. Rest. Woo! Last 20 seconds. We'll take it on the floor. Side plank raise. And let's go. It's 20 seconds. You're not going to die. You're not going to pass out. And you're not going to be dehydrated. Keep moving. Deal with all in 8 more seconds. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1. Rest. Woo! All right. Take your time. Now we can take a breather. Get some water. Breathe. How are we feeling? If you're watching this on record, that's cool. If you're watching on record, well done for getting a full body workout in. If you're still with me, give me a comment. Let me know how you get on. If you want to complement this session, I would strongly advise doing a cardio session. So that means drop everything, get out and walk, run, swim, cycle for another 20 minutes, half an hour, and that will keep what you've got elevated. That was a tough one. It was. You can probably hear my breathing. Hey, no one said it was going to be easy, right? If you're still with me, let's get into a passive hang. So we're going to go feet as wide as possible. We're going to soften the knees. We're going to put our weight on our heels, stick our butt out the back, and drop the backs of the hands to the floor. Breathing in through nose, out through mouth. Feel free to share this link, guys, as well. You know, we all have a friend who's kind of thinking, oh, what should I do training-wise? Try this one out. Here you go. Quick link from our YouTube channel. And if you are that person who got the link, give us a shout underneath. Let us know. We love interacting with people. Questions always make it more enjoyable for us because it means you guys are invested and you're interacting with us as opposed to just a number on a screen. Okay, so from there, we're now going to come up. We're going to turn to the right. We're going to drop our left knee to the floor. 2 hands or 2 elbows on the knee and just tip it forward like a throttle. Relax your shoulder blades. Let the body fall forward. Feel that stretch come on the hip flexor, on the knee that's on the floor. You're going to get a little stretch on the hamstring and on the butt, on the leg that's up. That's all good. And breathe. We're using this time to stretch out the muscles that were taxed but also allow the heart rate to come back down and ultimately slow that breathing down. However, your heart rate is not going to come down to resting, change sides, your heart rate is not going to come down to resting fully for at least another 45 minutes. So that's what we call the afterburn effect. So if your heart rate is elevated for a prolonged period of time after exercise, your body is still burning calories because it needs to keep that higher heart rate going. It's like the rev counter on a car. You press down the pedal, the rev counter shoots up. You take your foot off the pedal. Rev counter doesn't just drop immediately. It takes its time coming back down to the idling revs. Same with your heart rate. Okay, up we come. Take a big breath in through the nose. If you want to get into more mobility in more depth, you know where the links are. You'll find them on our YouTube playlists. If you don't know where they are, send us a message. We'll happily point you in the right direction. Excuse me. Till then, Wednesday, I will see you Saturday morning, bright and early. Till then, guys, have a great one. Do something nice for yourself and somebody else today.